Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the first time I'm actually going to post a real video and not just me probably high as a kite at the hospital or at home high as a kite. So first of all, you're here because you may or may not be having spine fusion, or you know somebody who's about to have that same procedure done. So I wanted to go over a few things that really were helpful for me for my recovery, especially after I came home from the hospital, to help me kind of get through the day-to-day. Now, you know, I'm fortunate enough to live with a couple roommates who were able to help me out. My boyfriend could come down and hang out and help out around the house. And then my dad flew up for a couple days to help out around the house. And that, I think, is the biggest thing that is necessary, is having the help of somebody else. So if you don't have anyone to help you, find somebody to help you. Or if you're watching this because you're going to be the person that's helping, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you're trying to help whomever is getting this surgery. Now, I'm not a YouTube person. I don't know how to edit video. I'm actually taking this on my cell phone, so this is just going to be a one take. So, you know, it is what it is. It's not going to be amazing, but it's going to be really informative. And I think that's really most important, because all the research that I did before my surgery, I still feel like a lot of things were lacking, and there were some things that I wish I would have known before the surgery that I now know, because hindsight is 2020. So I'm here to help you and kind of go through a very lengthy list of things that were helpful for me. So first and foremost, I guess I'm just going to kind of go through some things. So having a walker or a cane or both was really helpful for me. I had a walker in my hospital, just, you know, getting up, going to and from the restroom, going to and from my bed to the chair, because they had me go back and forth from the bed to the chair throughout the day, just to make sure I wasn't just sitting in one position. And, you know, having a walker, you need it. You need it. I needed it. Just because I didn't feel like I was able to support my own weight. So it was really helpful to kind of have that to move around. Now, having that walker at home was really helpful because it was wonderful to use when I was going to the bathroom. I bought a toilet seat, like a handlebar, you know, but I didn't have a toilet seat riser. Now, in my hospital room, in my bathroom, I had a toilet seat riser, which was really great because, you know, my spine fusion was in my L5S1, so that's right there at the bottom. Getting up and sitting down was really difficult. So having that ability to not have to sit down so far or stand up so far was great, but it had handlebars. So I bought handlebars, but I never put it on just because I didn't want to inconvenience my roommates. We only have one bathroom and there's 4 of us that live here. So I didn't put that on. But having the walker, I was able to kind of push it all the way back on the toilet and really push up on that when I was trying to get up from the toilet. So having a walker was great. And then eventually transitioning to a cane when I was a little bit more stable on my feet. But yeah, having both was really, really great. I got a prescription for both of them, so I didn't have to go out and buy them. So hopefully that could be your situation. If not, check Goodwill, Salvation Army, thrift stores. A lot of times they have them. You might want to just, you know, go over them with some antibacterial wipes. But those were really important tools for me. Also, a tray table. So, you know, those little fold-up things that you have, some people have. I put one right next to my bed because I don't have the best, like I have a bookshelf next to my bed, and I was able to kind of position it so I wouldn't have to twist a lot to get the things on there. So that's where I kind of kept my remotes to my TV, my water bottle, medications, snacks, whatever I needed. It was right there available for me when I was in my room. I would go back and forth between my room and then downstairs in the living room, depending on how I felt. But when I was in my room, it was really great to have, you know, everything really accessible within arm's reach. Let's see what else. Okay, let's just talk bathroom real quick. One of the biggest things that I found, loofah on a stick. I got this at Ross for a couple dollars. You know, the biggest thing about spine fusion, you can't bend over for months. I mean, I'm 4 months post-op and I'm still not really able to bend over much. And to get, you know, my legs, my lower legs, my feet, this really comes in handy. So if you can find one of these, I know Target, Walmart has them. I was at Ross and was able to find it. Pink's my favorite color. And then I just kind of hang it up. But This is really, 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 really handy to have for shower time. I also have a shower seat. My first few showers when I came home from the hospital, I didn't really want to sit down or stand up for a shower, so I was able to kind of sit. We do have one of those removable shower heads, so I could kind of like spray myself down, but it was really nice to not have to stand on my own. I did get some suction cup handles for the tile. That was really, really a great idea to have, and it came with the shower seat that I ordered on Amazon. But being able to sit. Now, for my first 2 showers that I took, I had my boyfriend sitting in the bathroom just in case anything happened. You know, it kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that somebody was there. So if something happened, I slipped or, you know, whatever, he was there to, you know, at the ready. But after my first couple of showers, I was more and more confident, and I didn't really need him there. So that was really smart to have. So shower seat and that loofah on a stick definitely are must-haves. Also, my gauze and the adhesive bandage that they put on my scar before I left, it did starting to come undone, and I didn't want the shower water or anything to kind of get into my incision. So we had Sanoderm and gauze at the house. Now, Sanoderm is something that tattooers are using nowadays to put on top of a tattoo, and it sits there for a couple days, kind of helps the tattoo to heal. My roommate had some, so I was able to use that with some gauze from the store, and was able to kind of put that on to kind of protect the incision, keep it dry, keep it clean, but having some of that extra around the house, just in case yours starts to come undone as well, you can kind of keep your incision sanitary. Now make sure if somebody else is going to kind of change this for you, that they have clean hands or gloves on, just because you don't want your incision site to get infected. It's a no-no, big no-no. So just make sure you're following, you know, safe practices. It seems, you know, kind of like a no-brainer, but just a friendly reminder to make sure that they have clean hands, and don't wash it, don't touch it, just let it be. Let the doctors tell you what to do with it as far as cleaning go. But I really didn't have anybody touch it, didn't wash it, nothing until after we took my staples out. I guess since we're on the subject of bathroom, laxative. Now, the painkillers that they have to give you for this surgery are really intense, and a lot of times with painkillers, it's going to stop you up. Yes, I ate a lot of fiber. Anytime I ordered food at the hospital, it was always like fruits, vegetables, just because I wanted to eat as much fiber as I could. They did give me a laxative pill in the hospital, and then I started taking one. I think I was taking Colace every single morning, but that still wasn't enough. My dad has had a triple bypass, and so he had the same thing. So he got me some Miralax. Literally, this was really helpful. I'm not going to go into too much details about my bowel movements, but, you know, it took a couple days. This was really helpful. Be patient with yourself, because you're not supposed to push, because that could affect your incision. It can affect everything, so just be patient. I started bringing my iPad into the bathroom with me, just to kind of pass the time. Laxative. Make sure you get a good one. What else? Okay. This is a silk satin pillowcase. Now, it seems a little silly, but I didn't use this as a pillowcase. I actually put it underneath me, so as I was getting in and out of bed, it was easier for me to kind of slide in and slide out, because you're not able to really move around much, especially in the beginning. So this really helped me get in and out of bed. This is something I did see online when I was watching videos. It was like showing you how to get in and out of bed, and everybody said to have something like this. I've had a satin sheet set for years and years and years, so I had this laying around. But if you can find something like this, it's really going to be helpful to help you in and out of bed every single day. You're gonna want that for sure. Let's see, a robe. Now, I was at that same Ross where I got my loofah on a stick, and I was able to find a really nice, soft, comfy, cozy, baby pink, because pink's my favorite color, Calvin Klein robe. I feel really fancy having it, and it has pockets. Everybody loves pockets, but having a robe, I brought it to the hospital. Obviously, your incision's going to be in the back. For the most case, I know that they sometimes do spinal fusion from the front. Mine was in the back. So they had to, I was wearing a gown, but I didn't have it shut because they needed to, you know, check my incision, make sure there's no leakage, etc., no bad stuff happening. So I wore this, you know, all the time, helped me stay warm, and it helped kind of keep everybody from getting a free show, because nobody gets a free show, you got to pay for that. So having a robe, I got this at Ross. Don't spend a lot of money. It's a robe, but this is really soft and fancy. I still use it every single day. So having a robe, really important. Travel pillow. Seems silly again, but you're not going to be able to sleep on your side. You're not going to be able to sleep on your stomach. Both ways are the ways that I sleep. So I just put one of these on, and I put a sleep mask on to help me sleep. Now, having both of these, you know, if you're gonna sit on a chair in the living room and you need to nap, you know, you can kind of nap and not have to worry about really hurting your neck. Especially if anybody's having like cervical fusion, this will kind of help you not have to move around so much. You have to lay kind of sitting up in like a leaning back position in bed, or at least I did for a while. I wish I had this in the hospital. I didn't. I actually got a stuffed animal from my mom. It's like a get well soon gift in the hospital, and I was using that as one of these pillows. So this is something I wish I had in the hospital, so I could nap in the chair. I could be more comfortable in bed. So this will kind of help you sleep, not hurt yourself. Sleep whenever you're tired. That's the biggest thing that I have to say, is if you're tired, sleep. That allows your body to kind of rejuvenate, regenerate. You know, your body is going to go through a lot of trauma, so you're going to want to make sure that you're sleeping as much as you can. Cat naps during the daytime, it's going to be hard to sleep. I'm just going to tell you now, it's going to be hard to sleep, but everything that you can do to kind of make it a little bit easier, do it. But yeah, I got a little sleep mask for daytime naps. I don't sleep very well as it is, before, after surgery. I'm not a good sleeper, but having that mask really helped me with naps, just because it's really dark, and this is like a silky satin, really soft, machine washable. This way I could take daytime naps. Also, to help with naps, getting a wedge pillow. This thing is crazy. I got it from Amazon, but it like came and was all wrapped up, and then as soon as I unzipped it, then the air came in. But having a wedge pillow for your feet, that's really important. That way you can be more comfortable, because when I was in the hospital, I was constantly sitting with my feet up and then my back up in kind of like a V, modified V position. So having that to help me sleep and be more comfortable and kind of keep your spine a little bit more neutral, that was really, really, really helpful. Again, it's going to take a couple weeks before you can sleep on your side, and then a couple more weeks before you can sleep on your stomach. So having a wedge pillow, I totally recommend, and I still have been able to use it nowadays for like naps, or if like my back's hurting, or you know, if I need to put my legs up, it is going to be super helpful. So wedge pillow, got that on Amazon, really helpful. One of my favorite things that I got was the claw. Yep. You know, one of these little trigger handle things. I still use this to this day. If you drop something, you need to pick it up. You can't bend over. You're not going to want to do any squats in the beginning. Obviously, 4 months out, I can squat now, but sometimes I'm just feeling lazy. You can use that. It'll pick anything up. I can't tell you how many times I like dropped my phone or dropped a bottle of medication on the side of my bed. I was able to just pick it up with that, no problem. Or if I needed to get something from my bookshelf or my desk next to my bed, I used the claw. It was wonderful. Next thing, you're going to want to get some slippers. These are covered in pet hair, which is really great. But having slippers, especially in the hospital, so you could kind of walk around and not be on bare feet. Yes, they're going to give you the little sockies with the grips on the bottom, but this is just going to kind of help you. And I still use them to this day, so it's not going to be a purchase that's going to go, you know, in the trash. Those are machine washable, so that was definitely worth the money. Water bottle. This is a Hydro Flask, 40 ouncer. Yes, they're very expensive, but they're definitely worth it. I obviously use it now every single day for physical therapy, or just around the house. Helps me drink a lot more water. You don't necessarily have to get a Hydro Flask one. This isn't sponsored by Hydro Flask, but having a water bottle, you're going to need a lot of water. You're going to want to stay hydrated. I mean, that's just, you want to stay hydrated every day, but you're going to be taking a lot of painkillers. You're going to need to make sure that you've got a lot of fluid. It's going to help you go to the restroom a little bit easier. It's going to help you get all the everything kind of out of your system from your surgery, anesthesia and stuff. Water. Always a great idea to have on you. Another thing, little back scratcher. Sounds a little silly again. This one is a periscoping one, but your feet are going to itch. You're going to get an itch somewhere and you're not going to be able to bend over. So having something that you can easily just, you know, itch whatever needs to be itched, I highly recommend. I've been talking too much, excuse me. Comfy clothes. That's something that you're going to want excuse me, to wear. I wasn't able to wear a bra after my surgery when I was in the hospital. So I had just little like sleep time dresses, and that was really helpful for me in order to be comfortable. So, you know, getting comfy clothes. If you're a girl, just like sleep time dresses. Again, I went to Ross or Burlington. Don't spend a lot of money on this. Just so you can be really comfortable, you know, loose fitting underwear. For guys, loose fitting t-shirts and just like shorts or sweatpants. That's comfortable. You know, the looser the better. But you want to make sure that it's, you know, stays on. And then lastly, snacks. Sorry, I have a mini fridge in my room, and I filled it full of Gatorade, ginger ale, water bottles. My tray table always had snacks, crackers, granola bars, something that you can, you know, just easily have on hand. It's not super perishable, so that way, you know, if you need a snack, you can just grab it, eat it, continue with your day. A lot of painkillers you need to take with medication, so being able to have that real quick, you can take it right then and there. You didn't need anybody. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'm here to answer them. You can, you know, check me out Instagram at Eat Stretch Live. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know if you need anything in the comments below.